Hey guys, what's going on? So today we are talking about the update dropping today in Knights Chronicle. They just released the patch note information 4 minutes ago, so I have been kind of watching a little bit. The design of these two right here is freaking awesome. I can say that already. They just look really cool. Here we have Executor Nix, blonde-haired, red-eyed female. I really love the design of this one. Has like the bandages going around there. That's actually really sick. So what is she though? Dark attack type. Damn. Another dark attack type. I mean, we have Kayn, we have like Ashley, we have Mina. She's gonna be another dark attack type. Well, Mina's technically hybrid, but I think she is kind of damage dealing as well. That's beside the point. Another dark attacker. Can't complain, although she may not be a high priority for me since I have so many others. Here we have a light hybrid. Spear of Justice Kristian. He's probably the Advent, because he wasn't in that little picture up there. His is, ooh, that's a big-ass spear. I don't know. I don't really like his design that much, honestly. I may get some hate for that. It looks kinda cool, but, I don't know. Something is off about it. Maybe it's his face. You got a weird face, man. Yes, he is in fact the Advent hero. I'm not going to judge him though, just based on his looks. We gotta check his personality as well. Well, actually his power and stuff. Sadly, Tayo is done. I was only able to grab like 5 of him or something, so I can't max out any of his skills when I would raise him. But maybe, if Kristian's good, we'll go for him also if we can. I did have to raise like an entire wood team pretty much to go for the Tayo dungeon. But Cordelio is really awesome there. We also have a new system in place, the Hero Evaluation Board System. I have no idea what that is, but, oh, okay, so you can kind of see what people like. A new Hero Evaluation Bulletin Board System has been added in the Codex. The Hero Appraisal makes it easier for players to share information about the hero's performance and how to utilize them based on other players' experience or preference. The Hero Appraisal can be sorted by the most reactions, so if you receive a lot of reactions, it will be set as the best evaluation and will be placed at the top. If you click on the nickname of the publisher, you can check the user's hero information. And here's something I've really been waiting for. Stamina cost improvements. Amazing. Special Dungeon Stamina System improvements. Wow, cool. We're getting 8 off of Hard, 19 off of Nightmare, 25 off of Hell, and 27 off Annihilation. And then think about if we have a half off. Man, that's awesome. I hope they will still be doing half offs even though they have this in place. And also the cost of the time space void will be cut in half, which is very nice. I just wish I would have waited to do that till after the maintenance, because I did it already for the full 600 stamina. Now it's 300, but that will take effect next week also, so that's cool. I don't think this is a massive deal because it's just once per week, and but it's still good, you know? Oh, wow, and the Rune Dungeon specifically is getting much lower as well. So Nightmare is really only going to be the one most people care about, because I think you can start doing Nightmare difficulty in your first day of playing pretty much, maybe 1 or 2 days after, whatever. And that's going from 77 to 36, so it's like we're constantly having a half off permanently. And if we ever get a half off in the future, damn, you can get runes so fast and so many. It does say you'll get the same clear rewards, so it's just straight permanent half off, even better than half off. That's really cool. You can run the XP dungeon unlimited now? That would have really helped me like a week ago. Now I have too many XP materials and I hardly ever run it except once a day for the like daily quest. But yeah, really good for newer players that really need all that XP to start raising their first team up to 60. We also got team leader and helper system improvements, thank God. I do have to rely on helpers sometimes, mainly for the Tayo dungeon. There was one run I was able to clear it with just my own team, but it was very close. Let's just say. The hero set as leader in team number 1 will be your helper hero. If there is no leader assigned to team 1, the leader of the team that is used last will be the helper hero. Okay, so this is freaking awesome. Now it looks like you'll be able to choose from every friend, up to 5 random users and 30 guild members when you're trying to that is awesome. Really wish we had that a little bit earlier, but regardless, from here on now, it's gonna be epic. I don't say epic unironically very often, but I'm doing it now because it is pretty awesome. So yeah, nice. You can choose whoever you want to from your friends. And so your team 1's first hero will be the one all your friends will see now. I was still unsure how to set my lead hero or my helper hero because it was kind of weird. Like I had Kayn as my lead and I took Kayn out of every single party and he was still my lead. So it was kind of weird. But regardless, that's becoming a lot better now. We also have achievements. Okay, so it looks like the weekly missions will just become easier to do. Less essence, less bounties, less arena entries. Not a big deal for most people. I think that's not too hard to achieve on a weekly basis anyway. Same with the monthly missions, although again, this change, I think I used 4,000 stamina on the day the month reset because I was spamming some half off stuff, but whatever. And yeah, okay, 100 times instead of 200. And so what it says here is that you'll get the rewards if you've already completed the changed achievement. So if you've already entered Arena 100 times this month, but not 200 yet, you should still get the reward immediately. So along with the stamina, we can get some extra stamina from Arena every day. 20 per battle, up to 200 per day if you win all 10 arena battles, which I usually try and do anyway for the medals. So a nice extra 200 stamina, definitely pretty good. I kind of wish there was a way to get stamina potions. Like you would get one stamina potion when you clear all 10. I would much rather prefer that. But hey, it's all good. Looks like the weekly reward for the boss battle has been improved as well. We can start getting crystals. So if you're in the top 5%, you get 100, and it just kind of goes like that. You also get some gold, 2 million gold. I think I usually fall around the top 5%, but not quite top 100 at any point yet. But top 5% seems to work sometimes, otherwise it's more like 10%. Alright, this is a nice little quality of life change. So when you're going to the skill enhancement thing, you can just hold the skill and check what the changes are when you get it to a certain level. And when you go to confirm it, you'll also get this new dialog box that tells you exactly what's changing with it. They have also cleaned up the battle UI, so it's a lot more clean now. There's not much going on the screen. You can pause and you can find all that other information that has been removed, like elemental advantages, skip visual effect, etc. there instead, which I think is nice. And that's actually it for the update. It looks like there are actually only two heroes, the Executor Nix and the Advent dude Kristian. Where's the other dude in the picture though? Because he looks damn awesome also. That's not Kristian, is it? Definitely not. Completely different. Maybe he'll come at a later patch. It looks like I was a bit too fast to get to the update page because I just had to refresh it to be able to click on these pictures because the links weren't actually implemented yet, which is funny. So that's what she looks like in game. I actually just want to read her skills though instead of watching this video because I think it's just easier to digest that way. Her leader skill is actually weak for some reason. It does say based on the 6-star stat, but hopefully that actually goes to 60% like everyone else's leader skill that has this description. I will assume that's actually based on the 4-star stat and that's just a typo or something went wrong there. Alright, so her first skill is almost identical to Mary, I think. 2 enemies with a 35% chance to curse them. I might be getting something mixed up here, but that sounds a lot like someone else's. Her second skill is a single target attack with a 100% chance to brand for 30% for 2 turns with a 70% chance to decrease the target's turn speed, which is pretty interesting. I don't think there are many heroes that can apply that debuff. So far, she definitely seems more PvP focused. Let's continue. This is an AoE attack, 120 to all enemies, and a 50% chance to curse 2 enemies to inflict. Okay, so far she sounds pretty average all around. Nothing super special going on here, in my opinion, except for the turn speed stuff, but we gotta check out her passives before we make any judgments. So our main passive is a 50% chance to increase the caster's attack by 10% for 2 turns if an ally's skill applies a debuff. And that stacks up to 5 times. She also has a constant 60% chance to remove a debuff from herself when she's attacked. Alright, so I guess if you have a lot of debuffers in your team, which I think is pretty common, you know, she can get that 50% attack buff pretty much constantly, I would say. You know, it is for 2 turns, so if you have like a Claude in there, just using his first skill, he can like taunt or decrease attack or whatever. And her level 60 hero talent is a 100% chance to cast a Veil of Phantasm on the caster for 1 turn at the start of the wave. So, okay, just at the beginning she'll have that, so she can't just like get instant one-shotted. And the second part here is a 100% chance to inflict damage equal to 80% of attack to the target and 2 adjacent enemies when attacking a cursed target. So that doesn't sound too bad. I mean, she would be cursing quite a lot with her first and third skill. To me, she kind of definitely seems meh all around, which is weird for a new hero. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe there's something massive I'm missing or something. She looks really cool, that's for sure. She just doesn't sound that great. There's just nothing that really makes her stand out. Maybe except the turn speed decrease. Like, I don't know, there could be some strategy there, I guess. Like throwing it on someone really important that you need to kill before they can actually make a turn. You know, that could be a thing. But her 2 passives don't really sound that great. Make sure to leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. I guess it is kind of good though. It means I can keep saving my crystals for now. Especially because she is a dark attacker and I have so many of those already. Regardless, let's go ahead and check out Kristian. This is how he looks in game, and actually that's not as bad as his like cover photo. I mean, he's kind of plain looking here, just kind of looks like your general knight. Alright, so his leader skill is Light Wind Allies critical strike chance by 20%. That sounds about right for a 6-star skill. Oh, his first skill sounds actually pretty good. 35% chance to increase the caster's critical strike chance by 20% for 2 turns. I mean, if there is a little added bonus here, it's pretty insignificant most of the time, but this one's actually not bad. So he already sounds definitely meant to be built crit damage. Let's go ahead and continue. This one hits 3 enemies, as long as they're all next to each other. 35% chance to force targets to reveal weakness for a turn, which means the next hit will be guaranteed to critical. I'm not sure if that means you can just build him with no crit chance because of his first skill, and maybe if you're bringing him as a leader, his leader skill. Let's look at his other skills. So his third skill, which is always nice, is a single target attack. I've noticed a lot of the good heroes have single target first, 3 hit second, and single target third. That's just kind of a theme I've seen a lot. But yeah, single target third is always not bad for dealing with enemies in the arena and also bosses. And there are some added effects here if they don't happen to die. It'll increase all the target skill cooldowns by a turn, and with a 50% chance to remove all of their buffs. So that's pretty damn good. Also, if I remember right, this guy's a hybrid, right? If that's the case, I think he can get another like 20 or 30% crit chance just from one of his talents. I think it's only 20%, whatever. So his first passive makes him deal an additional 20 damage for each buff applied to the caster, and there's an 80% chance to apply 20% healing over time to the caster for 2 turns when launching a critical strike. So you probably should build him with a decent amount of crit chance. Even though he could get a lot on his first skill, he could get some if you place him as leader. And due to the fact he's a hybrid, he can have a lot on his talent as well. Yeah, and an additional 20% damage for each buff. And his level 60 hero talent is pretty interesting as well. 80% chance to decrease the debuff duration of all light allies by 1 turn. Okay, so that's not very good for me because I don't have any light. He would be actually my first. I do have Rebecca, but you know, I don't really use her. There is also, however, a 60% chance to grant himself damage immunity for a turn when he's healed, which he could be healing every turn with this buff here, as long as he's criticaling a lot. So all around, he sounds pretty interesting. I have a feeling I may be a little bit disappointed in his actual damage output. When I would go through and build him and farm him and all that stuff. He is, however, an advent hero, which means he is partially farmable, you know, which means you can get his third skill up to level 6 if you can run the dungeon easily enough, and not like me where I can only run it like 8-9 times during the course of the Taio event and only actually have like 4 Taios to show from it. But yeah, there he is. He doesn't sound super uber like there's anything super special going on here, like nothing standout-ish. Definitely critical focused, so you would want to build him with some crit damage, because he's going to be criticaling a lot, whether you give him a lot of crit or not, I would say. I probably still would definitely give him the critical strike chance talent instead of the critical strike damage, because crit damage is just a lot easier to get on substats. Crit chance is like half the value in substats. But I digress. That's him. Seems pretty decent, especially considering you can farm him. But that's where I'm going to end this video. Make sure to tell me what you think about both of these new heroes in the comments down below, as well as any other changes that piqued your interest in this video. I have a feeling you may need Nix to go for this guy. She probably gets a nice bonus there, like 200% attack or something, how it usually is with stuff like that, but I guess we'll see that. For now, that'll do it. Thanks guys as always for watching, leaving a like if you did up and do what I was doing. Thanks.